Florida governor, that's what happened with planning. That's what happens with also sitting down and deciding what's the best actions to take. Now, for like the contract positions, there are hundreds of thousands of dollars that are going out to contract positions. I make $30,000 a year. We are at the bottom of the pay level. And I could do anything that a contract position does, and I'll make 30 while they make 150. So it comes down with a decision makings from the top. And when you don't sit down and plan, are you going to have a budget problem in the state of Rhode Island? And I go back to the homeless shelter as one of the main targets that you should think before you act. And so obviously he acts before he thinks, and that's one of the problems.
Now, what exactly do you do for the Department of Mental Health Retardation in hospitals?
I post jobs. I also accept job applications. I accept job bids. I do data entry now for workman's comp. I do a lot of filing. I do a lot of computer work. I have a full day, and actually it's going to be tough to replace me for a while, and that's my office is going to feel that pinch, and they don't want to lose me, but it's the time, and it's what's going on. And we come back to and if you want to think about something that's even out there that's going to come up to the front soon, is when they're laying off CNAs and LPNs. They need to be there for the patients, and the governor's going to find out when you have tired staff, there's going to be mistakes made, and the blame is going to go on the state workers instead of from the top, where they've made decisions to take people away from the patients. And I don't know how he's going to deal with the questions later.
Now, you also have a direct family stake that your family is actually being targeted twice by these layoffs. Could you talk a little bit about that?
Yes, I have a son in housekeeping. He got the letter about the B list that was spoken about by Mike, and he also pays a mortgage. He has his wife is pregnant, and he has a little boy. So I guess that's going to hurt him. That's going to hurt him.
Well, I know that you've really pulled yourself up. You've also taken computer classes to improve.
Yes. So I took classes downtown. Also Microsoft Word. Also Excel. Hopefully to move up in the state, to apply for better positions later. And I feel like those chances are being taken off me right now. I don't know.
And what's bad is that it seems like that in many times in these layoffs, they really are targeting, instead of looking at upper level management or where the money actually is concentrated in state government, we keep on coming across where they just are taking jobs that really are essential and essentially efficient operation of state government. There really is no rhyme or reason to the governor's plans. I'd like to transition to our next guest, is Catherine Bennett. And Catherine works at the Department of Environmental Management in a division that handles a lot of issues surrounding septic systems. And so what I'd like to do is introduce Catherine and ask her to tell us a little bit about herself.
Hi, my name's Catherine, and I've worked there for the last 3.5 years. Started out as a seasonal, working part-time, making $8 an hour, working 2 jobs. Even when I went full-time, going through a divorce, this job allowed me to be able to purchase a house for my kids. That I just did that in May. I was like extremely proud of myself to be able to pull it together. And this job made that so. And definitely a panic hit when I got that call and that letter. And it's been difficult. And it's very hard, because if they're concerned about the the people of Rhode Island and whatnot. I mean, things are only going to get worse. My office is already extremely backed up. It's lacking the help, and it's just going to get worse. And people are paying this as time-sensitive material that needs to get out, and people are they're gonna feel it. Yeah.
And now, as part of your job, you spend a lot of time, because your department, the reason why it's so busy, it's one of the busiest departments. They're actually doing a lot of changes to the regulations on cesspools and septic systems. And
they are phasing cesspools out. We are extremely busy, and it's just going to get worse. It is very busy office.
So I think you had said you never have a slow day, right?
Never. I don't think, I mean, I can maybe right before a holiday. You know, but honestly, we're busy. From the time I walk in to the time I walk out, everybody there has a job that needs to be done and has to be done because it's time sensitive. Like I said, we have biologists and engineers who are depending on us to enter this data and create these files so they can go out and do their jobs. And they can't do that because that's not what they do. They don't enter data.
In fact, the Providence Journal has actually been running several articles on the division that Catherine works for, talking about all of the intensive need to finish the department, the rules and regulations, and all the need for the upgrades. And it just, I mean, how does it make you feel to be told that your job is unnecessary?
Oh, it was extremely upsetting to find out that my job was eliminated. I couldn't understand why. There was not one reason I could think of that they could not allow me to do this job that needs to be done. You know, I'm the only one in the office who is doing what I do, and to have to train somebody and now have someone train me, like, you know, we've talked where I have to go there and they're gonna have to take their job. That's awful. Like, that does not make me feel good at all, you know, but it is needed, and the people are going to feel it because they're paying tons of money to send in these permits to be reviewed, and it's going to put a stop on construction. And people are going to get angry. They're not going to be able to move into their houses. It's just going to be a mess. I'm sorry.
Now, how much money do you make a year?
Approximately $32,000 a year.
Okay. And so do you have any idea how the governor gets to a point where he says that you make about $100,000 a year?
No, that's silly. And I get that all the time when people hear, oh, you work for the state? Good for you. So you're doing all right. Yeah, that's why I worked 2 jobs for a long time. Yeah, no, that's not it. I'm a mom of 2 kids, single. Like, I got to take care of my family, and I don't make $100,000 a year. You know, that's so far-fetched, and I laugh every time someone says it to me. Oh, you're doing all right. Yeah, okay. I'm thankful for my job. I love what I do, or did, I should say. Don't know what I'm going to be doing.
Well, one thing also is that the governor keeps on claiming, it's important to know that the governor keeps claiming that the layoffs, every single job is going to be, that from the 1,000 layoffs, he's going to save over $100 million. That means that from all of these layoffs, the jobs have to average in value of $100,000. What I'd like to pitch to Mike and Dennis is, or either one, is how many jobs in Council 94 are making over $100,000 a year?
We don't have any. We don't have anything close to that in Council 94. So I don't know where he's, which calculator he's using, but it's not the right one.
Right.
Altogether, we'll make
Yeah.
100,000.
Yeah, maybe if you put
our
2 or 3 of
salaries
them
together.
together, we
Yeah.
might be able to reach that goal. But it's absolutely outrageous at those numbers. And we've proven that to them in many times, and we'll prove it again if we have to.
Well, one thing I think to keep in mind is that not everything that this administration tells you during the holiday season is quite accurate. Closing down, we'd like to thank you for watching this episode of Labor Vision. We hope that you do watch again, and please have a great, happy, safe, and enjoyable holiday season. Have a great night.
Oh boy, that was...